Hi guys and welcome again. So in this lecture we're gonna solve or do the exercise that I have put for you. We're gonna do this exercise, okay? So as you can see we have this shape and there is the dimensions of each object or each item of this shape and we're gonna start to create it. So where to start? You can start from any point, but if it was for me, I will start from here, okay? So first of all, we're gonna create a line starting from this point to this point, and the dimension of this line or the length of this line is 3 units. Let's go. Go to line command and then start from any point here and let's type what as I told you at what 3 with an angle of 0. Okay, as you can see, let's zoom in. We have created this line. You can just turn off the grid mode if you don't want it. I don't like to work when the grid mode is on, or you can just let it on. I don't care. Okay, so we have created this line with 3 units in length. Go back to the drawing. We have this line which is 1.5 in length. And how we are going to draw it, we're going to do the add sign, 3, I'm sorry, no, 1.5, an angle of what? 90, right? Because we're going up. Now we have what? We have this aligned line, right? And it has a length of what? We don't know the length of this line, but we have the coordination of this line. It has a 0.75 coordination on the z-axis, or it has a projection of 0.75 on the x-axis, and it has a projection of what? This whole length is 2 and this part is 1.5. So this part in here will be what? It will be 0.5, right? Let's draw on it. So let's see what we have here. Let's go to the red. So this one from here to here will be what? 0.05. Because 2 minus 1.5 will be 0.5. Okay, let's go and draw a aligned line with a x projection of 75.75 and then in the z-axis of what? 0.5. But as you can see, this line is starting from this point, right? And then it will move minus 0.75 because it's moving to the left. So in the coordination system, moving from this point to this point, we are going on the minus sign, right? So we will move minus 0.75, then we'll go 0.5. Let's draw it. So as we said, let's put what? At sign. Now we'll do the coordination entry, not the polar entry. Let's type what? I'm sorry, minus 0.75 slash what? 0.5. Enter. And as you can see, we have created this aligned line. Very simple and easy. Let's continue. Now, we're moving from what? From this point to this point. And as you can see, let's move this. Cancel. How are we going to move this from here? As you can see, the length of this one is 1. So let's create a horizontal line with a length of 1. So we'll do what? You can whether enter it with the coordinate entry or in the polar entry. Let's do it in both. I will start with the polar entry. We do what? At the length of the line, which is 1, we do a smaller than sign. Then the angle of this line will be what? You know the how the direction works. We're starting from 0, 90, 180, 270, 3, and 60. And we're working anti-clockwise. You know how it's working, right? So if you want it horizontal on this line, we will type what? 180, right? Now press enter, and we have created the line. Let's go to the drawing again. We have this aligned line, right? But what? We don't know. We don't have any coordination of this line. So let's leave it here and continue the drawing from here and just match the line from this point to this point, okay? So we have started from this point, right? And now we have to move up what? Vertically with 0.25. But first of all, let's do this again in the coordinate entry, okay? So we have put this in the polar entry. Let's do Ctrl Z for the undo. Now let's use the coordinate entry, okay? You have to type at what is the length or what is the x coordinate of this line. It will be 1 slash, in the y-axis we're not moving, so we will type 0 and now enter. No, we have entered it wrong. Why? Because we are moving -1, not moving 1 as we did here. This has to be at -1 slash 0, right? So Control Z again, and let's type at -1 slash 0, okay. And now it's created. So now press enter to end the session, and let's start as we said from this point. So as we said, we will move what? 0.25 in the vertical direction. And again, you can use whether the coordinate entry, the relative coordinate entry, or the polar entry. Anything you think it is easier. So I'll do it in the polar. At 0.25, since it's going on the positive direction, right? Then we'll do it in angle of what? 90. And then we have this. Go back to the drawing. We have this line from here to here, starting from this point. And the length of this line will be what? Let's see. This whole line is 3. This line here is 2.25. So this line will be what? 3 minus 2.25. It will be 0.75, right? 0.75. Let's do it. So we'll move 0.75 in the positive direction, right? At 0.75 in the angle of 0, right? Now, let's go back to the drawing. From this point to this point, moving up toward 0.5 at 0.5, an angle of 90. See? And then moving this distance from here to here is the same as this from here to here. So we'll move what? 0.75, but it will be minus since we are moving from the right to the left. So it will be at minus 0.75 at the angle of, or you can do it what? You can just do Control Z at, let's do it wrong, 0.5 in the angle of 90, okay. We'll do it what? 0.75 but in the right angle, right? So we'll do it at 0.75. We don't have to enter the minus because when you enter the minus, let's do it, show you how it works. Minus 0.75 in the angle of 180, enter. See, the negative sign will flip the working, will flip the line, since we have to put it positive from here to here, but it was flipped since we entered the minus. If you entered the angle right, you don't have to enter the minus sign. And this is when we're using the polar coordinate entry, okay? So Control Z. Let's do it again. At 0.75 in the angle of 180, enter. Now we're moving up from here to here, and we have here 1.25, and this plus this will be what? Will be 0.75. So this will be what? 0.5. Just do the calculation. Now going here at 0.5 in the angle of 90, enter. And then you have just to connect this point to this point. Press enter to end the session, and we have created this shape. To be smaller, and I will show you that it will look the same. See? And this is just perfect. Now we have created the shape, but we have to put the dimensions, right? Let's do it together. As I told you, you have to go to what? To the dimension. Since all the dimensions are linear, we'll do the linear one, okay? We'll pick the linear dimension. So, we have one from here to here. And it is very large, so I have to make it smaller. How we do it? We go to what? Wait for it. We go to the dimension style, and then we go to modify. We will make, not the text, we'll make everything smaller. So let's do, for example, the fit. Okay, I'll show you in the next lectures how to put the dimensions. And for now, we have created this drawing. Hi guys, and welcome again. And now I will show you how to create another one. I put this picture on the assignment, and you can whether do it by yourself alone, or you can follow my tip to create this one, okay? So as you can see, we have this shape with a dimension on it. And for me, I will start from this point here, okay? So we'll move from this point to this point, 1 unit. Do it together. Go, select the line, move, put any point, do at 1 in the direction of 0, and this is the line has been created. So excellent. We will go again. We will what? Move up this distance. As you can see, the dimension of this distance is 1. Have the same dimension as this piece. So we'll move from here to here, 1 unit again. So at 1 in the direction of what? 90. Excellent. Back to the drawing. From here to here, 1 unit again. So we'll go at 1 in the direction of 180. Up here again. And this one from here to here has a dimension of 1. So this will be 1 as well, right? 1 here. And this one will be 1 as well. So this is 1. So we'll move at 1 in the direction of 9 again. And then go back to the drawing, moving from here to here, and they put this dimension, which is 4, from this point to this point, and this is 4 units. So we'll move at 4 in the dimension of 0, enter, and then we'll go to this, will be the same. As you can see, looks like mirror shape moving from this point to this. So can whether draw this thing up to here and then do the mirror thing, or you can start creating the line as you like. So we'll do it step by step. So here we'll do the what. Let's click on the snap mode in. As you can see, I'll click in this point, and then we'll move at 1 in the direction of 180, and this will be at the same level of this here, and then this will be same level of this, right? And now as you can see, we have created this T shape until here. And then as you can see, there is some kind of fillet shape, right? And this fillet shape is the same as this fillet shape. And as you can see, this looks like what? Looks like it was a corner, and then they did some kind of fillet with a radius of 1. As you can see, they have put the number 4, and they telling you that there's 4 items that have the radius of 1, which is where this is a radius of 1, this is a radius of 1, and this is a radius of 1, this is a radius of 1. Okay, and we will use the fillet command to create this shape. So we'll move from this distance here to here of a distance of 2, and this will be the same. We'll move from here to this thing here, and it will be a distance as this. Okay, do it together. So we'll move, zoom back a little bit. We'll do at 2 in the direction of 0. Excellent. Now going back to the drawing, we will move what? This whole distance, which is 5. As we said, we will create it with pointed head, then we'll create the fillet shape, okay? Don't forget this. We'll create it as a simple rectangle, then we'll do the fillet shapes, okay? Now we'll move up at 5 in the direction of what? 90, enter, and then this whole distance from here to here, what? 8. So let's do what at 8. The angle of 180. Excellent. And then we'll move here and use mapping mode to here and click enter to end the fillet. Now we'll do the fillet thing and then we'll go back to create these small details in here, okay? So, how to create the fillet thing? We'll use the fillet command. So, we go to where this is the fillet, click on it. Now select the first object. First of all, we have said that we have to enter R to specify the radius, okay? So click R, enter, and as we said, the radius of these shapes will be 1. So we'll go here and type what? 1. Enter. And now we can specify this object and this object. See? Fillet has been created. When you press enter, when there is no command activated, when you press enter, the last command that you have selected will be activated again. So press enter now. As you can see that the fillet command has been activated again. So this will help you and make as a shortcut way for you to continue your drafting. So I'll do it again. Enter again. Line this line. Again. This line. And now we're done, right? Let's go again to create the small details here. As you can see, it looks like kind of two circles with a line from, it looks like a tangent line here, and then from the center to the center of this circle. So we'll just create a line with a dimension of 1.5 to move to the center of the circle. So as you can see, this circle has a distance, has a center in the coordination of 1.5 here and 1.5 here. Because it looks, this circle is the same as this circle. So this distance is 1.5, and as well this distance will be what? Will be 1.5 as well. This is 1.5 and this distance again from here to here 1.5, right? Makes sense. So we'll just create or move with the line from this, from here to here with a distance of what? 1.5. So let me show you how. As you can see, this is a center of 1, right? Look, circle. And now we have to move 1.5 and 1.5 from there. So like this one, like this end point of the arc, and do at 1.5, enter, sorry, at 1.5 in the angle of 270, enter. Okay, the line from this point. As you can see, this is at 1.5, the angle of 180. And as you can see, this is where I want my other circle to be in. This is the center of the circle that I want to be in, okay? So as you can see, there is a line here and they are telling you that the radius, I'm sorry, not the radius, the diameter of this one will be 1. So this phi sign or this phi sign is for the diameter. Okay? And I told you about this before. But the R sign is for the radius, right? So, go again here and pick the circle command, select this point as the center, and put what? D, enter, 1, enter. This is the first circle. And we will do this. Now you can delete these two lines, right? Delete it. I don't want it. Do this again. From this point at 1.5, the direction of 0, right? Again, from this point, but not from this point. I will start from point or point start at move on. Any point, no, fine. Start with point. I want it to be at 1.5. Sorry, 2. Like this. Enter again. Point at what? 1.5 in the angle of 90. Enter. Do enter again. Zoom out. I will move this line from this point, the intersection here, and this is where I want my circle at, right? So I will do this. Since it's D thing, I will enter D, enter, 1, enter. And as you can see now, I had created two circles at the same level. Will delete these lines. I don't need them. Now, as you can see in the drawing, we have like this line from the top quadrant, the top quadrant of the other circle. So we'll use the what? The line command to start from this point, the top quadrant, to the top quadrant again. And then we have like what? A line from this, the left quadrant, to this quadrant of the circle. Enter. But it looks like this circle is trimmed, this part of the circle is trimmed, and this part of the circle is trimmed as well. So we'll go back to the drawing. Go to the trim command. Click all these objects that is related to the trimming. Right click. We'll do this and this. Enter. And as you can see, just minimize this for a second. As you can see, this shape is the same as, right? They look the same, right? Now in the next lecture I will show you how to put and insert all the dimensions of this drawing. Hi guys and welcome back. Now we'll do the final exercise, the last exercise we'll do for this course. So as you can see, we have this circles and this curved shape, and we'll start creating the shapes from the inside. I will go outside, okay? So let's start with the biggest shape in here. Let's start with the center. As you can see, this circle here has a diameter of 100, right? Let's start working from this. We'll start with this 100 circle. So Let's click on the circle command, click here, let's put D, enter, and 100, zoom out. As you can see, we have this diameter here. Now let's go back here. We have this small circle from the same center, 25 diameter. Go back from the same center, D, enter, 25, and then go back. As you can see, we have some kind of arcade in here, but we'll leave it for later on. We'll go for these circles. As you can see, from this center to this one, we have a 90 line. So let's go and create a line from this center. We'll use the polar coordinate entry as we told you, at 90 with an angle of what? 0. Enter. And enter to intersect. As you can see, we will create a circle with a center from this point. And as you can see, this circle has a diameter of what? 40. So we will type D, enter, 40, and we have it here. Go to this one, which has a distance of 50 from this center, and with a diameter of 25. So use the line at, we said the distance is what? It's 50, at 50 with an angle of 0, enter. In the session, go to the circle command. Here, let's put D, enter, and a diameter of what? 25, I guess. See, yes, it is 25. Now this is really good. As you can see, we have some kind of circle, and it's trimmed from this. It's look like a whole circle, but this part is trimmed. So we'll just draw a circle, the radius of 25, and we'll trim this part, okay? So let's go. Go to the circle from the same center. First of all, let's just delete these lines because they are just some kind of guiding lines. We don't need them. Go to the circle command here. But now we will type R for radius. Enter. Let's put 25. Enter. And we have this circle. Now, when we go back to the whole shape, we have this kind of bigger arc, and it looks like a whole circle when we draw this line, and this part has been trimmed. So let's just draw a circle with what? As you can see, this outer line has a diameter of 110. Okay, so now we go for this circle from the same center. We'll put D, enter, 110, enter. And now we will create a line that has a tangent for this outer circle and this outer circle. So we'll go to the object snap and activate the what? The tangent option from this list. As you see, this check will tell you that this command is activated. So go back to the line and draw not a quadrant, has to be a what? Tangent. So we will deactivate the quadrant so it won't just make us more confusing when creating the line. We'll go to the quadrant and deactivate this option, okay? Now, when you, let's see here, and still doing the same thing with the center, we'll do it again, deactivate the center, okay? Let's see now. Now, as you can see, the tangent sign will be shown when you just point on the circle. So, pick this one and this one. And we'll do it again from here to here, right? From this one to this one. Enter to end the session. Now, as you can see, this line is done. We have created this line and we have created this line. But these lines here drawn, we will use the trim command to erase these lines, okay? So go back, let's select the whole shape and go to the what? The trim command. We will do this and this, right? And as you can see now, this looks a little bit like this drawing, but there is some kind of missing thing. So, as you can see, there is, looks like two circles here and here, here and here, and then we have this kind of arc that connects the two circles. So, first of all, we have to draw this one, 2, and this 1, 2, and then we will create the circles on the edges, okay? So, they tell you that this center line of these circles is, or having a diameter of 70. So, we will create just a guideline circle of a diameter of 70. So, you go here, go to circle, and then go back to activate the center. Create a circle with a diameter of d 70. And as I told you, this circle will be just a guideline, okay? Going back to the shape. So we have drawn this circle, right? So now you have to draw a circle with what? This small circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, have a diameter of 16. So if this whole diameter is 16, then the diameter of this one to this one and here, this radius will be what? Will be 8, right? So if this was a 70 with a diameter of 70, then minus 8, it will be what? 62, right? So we will type 60, and this one will have a diameter of what? 70 plus 8 will be 78. So let's go back here, and I will change this for another color so that this won't be confusing. I will use for what? Yellow, for example. Now I will draw a circle again from this center. Go back. It's activated. Activate the quadrant and deactivate the tangent. Go back here. Click on the circle, and now we will what? We will create circle with a diameter of D, enter, 78, enter, and then another circle with a what? D, enter, 62, diameter, enter. Now, we will create what? We will create, let's go back to the drawing. We have created this line and this line. We can delete the line from here, or we can use it to create. As you can see, we only have just this angle of 90 here between these two lines. So the angle between this center and this center will be 90. So let's just erase a little bit. It's, I think, a little bit. Okay, oh, this is good. As I told you, we have an angle of 90 between this center and this center. So if this was 90, then this angle here will be what? 40. What? 5. So go here. Let's delete this. Or let's just leave it here. We'll go use the line. Create line that has what? Doesn't matter. Let's put it 100 at 100 angle of 45. Good. Doesn't matter. It's just a guideline. We will delete here again. This was 45 plus 70. We'll have what? This at 45 plus 90 angle of doesn't have the what? Calculation 45 90 what? 135. So leave here at 135 an angle of, oh, I just forgot, 135 an angle of what? 135. So as you can see, now we have created like this two lines which has an angle between them of 90, and to make sure we go to this and go to angular between this line and this line, as you can see, is 90. And we did a great job. Now we will what? We will create a circle that have, so see, we will create a circle from the intersection of this guideline and this guideline here, okay? And these circles, I told you, they have a diameter of what? 16. Let's go. Now let's go here, do the circle. From the intersection, type D, enter, 16, enter. So I guess we did something wrong. Go to the linear one. This from here to 8, which is really wrong. So can delete this and this. Don't need them. They just made us for delete this line, and then go back to the circle command. As I told you, from the intersection of this guideline and this guideline intersection, type D, enter, and then 16, enter, and we have circle. And now what? We'll create what? I will delete this line and this one. type. Go back, and now we have a kind of what? Like this curve that connects these two circles. We can use the curve command, or we can just draw a circle and then trim these. Let's go and use the arc command. We will use what? Start, center, end. Start, end, and what? See the options. Start and angle. Specify the start point. Will be go tangent. Save this and this and activate tangent. Go here. Or we just use another one. We will use what? We'll just use, no, we have to use this command. Start, in, and radius. Go here. Start, go. Activate again. Quadrant. Go here. Go to the center. By start point. Activate the tangent. This, and activate. Then this, this, up. There's something wrong. Let's Control Z, escape, escape, Z, Control Z. Let's just use the circle for now. Go to again. Here. This one. I will make one tangent. So I can go here. And then now I will make a smaller one. Go to the circle. Activate from this center. Want it to be in. Want it to be not center. Go to the here. Here. And now we can delete some lines. Let's do the trimming thing. Go here. Select all these shapes. Right click. I want to what? Select one and this one as well. And then I want to delete this line. And then escape. I don't need this line anymore. Right? So I will delete it. And then use the trim again to what? To delete this and this. Escape. And now we had a similar one to this one. And we will use now the mirror command to copy this shape from here to here. So go here. This is the mirror command. One. This, right click. To by the first point. I want it to be this. Go and put the quadrant from here, here. Erase no. And as you can see, now we have created this shape and they both look similar. And now, how about we put the dimensions and put them on layers? Put this down, go and use this. Let's see. From the center, 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 go to the dimension, activate again, go here, 90, again, center, 50, and now we will walk. They all have radiuses. This one, this one. We will do the radius for all the shapes. So go. Let's see where's the radius. The radius of this one, just on this one. So I will activate this up here, as you can see, radius of. Now go to the diameter and then choose circle and then circle. This one, this one, and then this one. You can whether put it inside the shape, or you can just let all the dimensions be outside the drafting that you are doing. But this is it. That's it for now. Now we can just create a new layer. We'll name it dimension. Enter. Let's change the color. Dye. Okay. Close it. And now we will select all the dimensions and we will put it on the what layer of dimension. This, as you can see now, we have created the shape with the dimension on it. Hi guys and welcome back. In this lecture we're going to do an exercise together and we're going to use and practice the polygon command and the ellipse command and some other commands as well, but these two commands we'll practice it in this exercise. So first of all, let's see the picture. You can see this picture in the assignment below. Okay, as you can see, we have some. This is the polygon. We have this circle. We have this ellipse or this half ellipse from point C to point D. From point to C, point D. An ellipse. And as you can see here, this is a quarter ellipse from point A, point B. This is a quarter ellipse from point A, point. I will start working with the inside shapes and then we'll move to the outside. Okay, so first of all, let me just draw this guideline from this center to this, and which has a dimension of 5 units. Go here, pick the line, select the point at 5 in the direction of 0. And there you go. Then we go to the polygon. As you can see, we have this polygon here, which has this dimension from one edge to another, and this dimension is 1.75, And as you can see, let's assume we have a circle drawn inside this polygon, and this circle will have a diameter of 1.75. So this polygon will be inscribed in a circle. Go here. Let's enter the number of the side. As you can see from the drawing, it is, let's select another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 sides. Go here. Type 8, enter. Specify the center. And then I want inscribed in circle. Now specify the radius. As you can see, the radius of this circle, whole radius, the diameter of this circle is 1.75. So when you use the calculator, the diameter or the radius will be 0.75, 0.875. Go back and type 0.875, enter. There you go. Going back to the drawing, we have a circle here. This circle has a radius of 0.63. So go to the circle, select the center, and let's specify what the diameter, enter. 0.63, enter. There you go. Diameter is 0.63. And then we have this outer circle with a radius of 0.6. Go and draw the circle again from the same center and put R, enter, and then 0.63, enter, and there you go. Then here we have like this kind of circle which has, let's just delete all the links. As you can see, we have this circle here which has a diameter of what? 3. This is a whole circle, okay? So let's go and pick the circle command from the same center with a diameter of 3. There you go. Now let's go to the drawing and start drawing the ellipses. Let's pick another one. Let's pick yellow. As you can see, we have this half ellipse from this point to this point, and it has the distance of this axis of what? 0.5. So let's go. Select what? The end point axis. Go. End point, and the axis will be, as I told you, 0.5, enter, and there you go. Again, let's start drawing this ellipse, which is a quarter ellipse from point A to B. Point A to B, and as you can see, this ellipse, just delete all this, select another one, this pink, as you can see, from A to B. And this ellipse has this same center of this polygon and this circle. So, and it will have a distance of this axis will be the same radius of this circle. So this circle has a diameter of b, so the radius of the circle will be 1.5, right? So let's go. Let's select what? The center end point is the center. The end point I want it to be here. Okay, zoom in. As you can see, the end point. Now, as you can see, the distance of the axis will be from the center to here, which will be 1.5. You can whether type it 1.5 or just select the quadrant of this circle. I will select the quadrant. So there you go. And as you can see, this is the shape that you want. We will do some kind of trimming and we will get the final result. Okay, let's do this. Pick the trim. Not need this, right? Not this as well. Go and see. You have just only this circle, half circle, and this is ellipse. This half circle, so anything inside will fit. This side will be a circle, and the outer side will be just an ellipse. So I'll delete the circle side, right? And this I will delete it as well. See now? And then there is this one. I don't need it. I don't part as well. But just press the escape since we can delete these shapes by ourselves. I want to delete this. Go and do some escape. Zoom out. If I deleted it. And then just this smaller, this right, and as you can see, there you go, your drawing. You can put the dimension on it, do anything, enter the text, but we're not gonna do that since it will be easier for you now. And that's it for the ellipse and polygon exercise.